I think a shed dog is a great thing. He's down to go with me anytime. Doesn't matter the conditions, the weather. Doesn't matter. That dog, he'll go shed hunting with me. Come here, buddy. Come on. Can you get up here? Can you get up here? Huh? Can you get up on this chair? Come here. Get up here. Come here. Come here. Come on, big guy. You're getting too big, guy. Here, come here. Daddy, pick you up. Okay. Sit right there. You set? Can you sit? Good boy. Good boy. You got your toy? Your toy? What's up, y'all? Taylor Carney, the Redneck Outdoor Channel hunting podcast. I'm joined today by my dog, Rip. Rip, say hey to everybody. Okay. He's got his new toy today because today's his birthday, actually. He is 4 years old, July 28th. Rip's birthday, 4 years old. So I figure what better day to record about shed hunting and all that, shedding dogs and what have you, than on my shed dog's birthday. So 28 and dog years today, ain't you, buddy? He's got a new pink toy and he loves it. I think it looks a little fruity, but I'm not gonna hold it against him. But man, I love shed hunting though. I got a lot of pictures of sheds and stuff here too, but I love shed hunting. I think it's a great way to get out into the woods, and it's kind of peaceful. You can be with your buddies and you know, kind of, you can have some camaraderie, kind of walking near each other, and or you can go out by yourself and all like that too. Kind of the solo, the peacefulness of it, and kind of like right now, I guess I'm just alone with my own thoughts. Solo today. Can't get nobody to show up except Rip. He'll always be there. That's why I think a shed dog is a great thing. He's down to go with me anytime. Doesn't matter the conditions, the weather. Doesn't matter. That dog, he'll go shed hunting with me. And he's not the greatest. I've trained him myself, find sheds, and he can find them. But you know, we mostly are all we shed hunt is public land here in Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma, and it's hollers and hills, and bucks are pretty few and far between, and the sheds are all over the place because deer might drop the end of December. I've seen it before, or they might drop in April, and by that time the grass is already grown up and we're looking for turkeys, and it gets real hard to find sheds anyways. But so it's kind of hard to keep a dog interested when you put on a 10-mile day and you're only finding maybe a couple sheds. One time this pair sitting right here on this table is kind of a heavier set. It's an old set. It was definitely had been sitting there for a while before I found it, but we must have walked. I think that was a 5 or 6 mile day. We went out for like half a day. We walked a long ways, and then we come out with 2 antlers, and I was tickled to death. And of course, I found them. I let Rip pick them up, which I don't know. He's all right, and he knows what we're doing. He's out there, but it's just hard to keep him interested. Like I say, when you're walking that far and stuff, but when you're not finding a whole gob of them. But the main thing is having your dog out there with you. It's hard to beat that, you know. It's like the companionship you can have with a dog. And might be following a deer trail, and it comes up to a Y, and I'll look at Rip and say, well, which way are we going? And I'll say, get the shed, it's his command, get the shed. And whichever path he takes, left or right, that's where we'll go. I don't know if there's any, I don't know if he's just randomly choosing a path, or I'm sure he probably is, but I don't know. It's fun to me. I think it's a good way to kind of decide whenever you don't have much of a game plan. And a lot of times I have a game plan going, shed hunting. I'll think, well, I kind of look at the map and I'm going to go this way and I'm going to look at this and that. And I always running my tracker on OnX and try to stick to my game plan. But a lot of times you get walking and you start veering off and, I better go look over here. Or, I wonder what's right down there. Oh, that looks pretty good over here, and you get pretty sidetracked. But I don't know. It's pretty great to have a dog there with you, and it's always fun to go to base too. Of course, me and Trey put on a lot of miles shed hunting, and Dad, that's probably one of Dad's favorite things, shed hunting. He likes that probably more than even deer hunting at this point, at this age he's at. But I don't know. It's a great way to, they call them participation trophies or whatever. It's a great way to get antlers, and I love having all these antlers piled up. They got a whole mess of them here to, dig through that I found over the years, and I don't know. It's cool to display. We got some big ones back here. This one I didn't find. That one come from a farmer up in Nebraska. It would have been, a Boone and Crockett buck, and undoubtedly it's got almost a 27-inch main beam, and I've got some back here. This one goes almost 90 inches. I did find that one, public land, but whether it's luck or just putting on miles, it's a lot of luck, but it's fun to do anyways, and it's good scouting, especially you get out there in February, and good weather days, and you're walking through all these areas where bedding areas and stuff like that, feeding areas, and you're seeing where you can see every rub and scrapes that they're still all visible before it greens up and all that, and it's a great time to be out there scouting for next season. And where you find sheds is a great spot to hunt next season too. If he was there at some point, obviously he left his antlers there. You might not want to set up right where you found them, or you might, it just all depends. But yeah, it's a great way to get out there and scout and collect antlers. You gotta have an antler collection, and I can pretty much tell you where just about every one of these antlers come from. This one got drug up from my dog Sandy, an old dog I had years ago. She drug that one up in the yard one time, and can look through all these and tell you that one come from this game management, and that one come from that core land, and and there's a match set right there. I had that deer on the trail camera, but this antler right here, it ain't much. It was a 2-year-old deer at the time, and I ended up killing that buck. I didn't even know it was him when I killed him at the time, but I found that shed in like March, and I shot that buck at the end of October, and I shot him about 80 yards from where I found that shed. So it's kind of, it's like he was in the area, obviously. You know, I wasn't necessarily setting up because of that shed being there. I was setting up on some other sign. Maybe it was some sign I was found around that time of year too. I might have seen some scrapes and stuff right there that made me think, oh yeah, this is gonna be good, right? You know, late October, a cold front comes in, and probably hunted it next year. But here's my first shed I ever found on a youth hunt when I was 12. Yep, a draw-in youth hunt. I found that one there, and my dad found that one the same day. It was all chewed to nothing. Yeah, I'll never forget that. You talk about excited. 'Cause Dad always had sheds laying around. You know, pull them out and look at them as kids. But I remember when I found that. I think I was 12 years old when I found that one there. Same year I killed that little buck over there. But I was stoked, I'll tell you that. And I still get stoked. It's not exactly the same feeling as shooting a nice buck, but it's still a great feeling. Rip loves it. He gets a treat and all kinds of attention if he finds one. Even if I find it first, I'll still let him pick it up. You know, it's good practice for him and what have you. But, of course, he's still pretty young. He's 4. He's got a few more years of practice and plenty of time to practice. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool to find sheds, especially when you find some, you know, match sets, and you're like, oh man, this is nice. This is what this deer, you know, man, that's a nice buck. He's gonna be a good one next year, you know, and then you find the old chewed up ones, and you're like, man, I wonder what that deer looked like. What could that have been before it was chewed? This tine could have been this long. He might have had another tine over here that's chewed all the way to the beam there, you know. It's like, it's cool both ways, whether it's fresh or old. You know, the old thing's kind of cool to speculate of what he did look like. But you can see up here I got a set of sheds to this buck that I killed there too. And I got those on that bone collector shed mount. I got another one over here. I'll show it off. This set of sheds that I found the first one trapping. I found this right side and his brow tines broke off. But I found this one trapping, and I just set my traps, and I was like, well, I'll go back the next day and check my traps and look for some more antlers. And then I found this left side, and it's a match, 100%. Looking at the bases and all that, and they weren't that far apart. And but anyways, and I put that on this. It's a bone collector, the change up, Big 8 Products. And I don't know, I've looked into a lot of ways to display your sheds, and there's the rack hub, and that's a great idea and all that, but they're pretty dang pricey. And this little bone collector one is it's only, I think it's 25, maybe $30 for the double side. It looks kind of like a skull, and it's like a ball bearing in there, so you can, like a big ball joint thing that you can tighten it down wherever you want, but you can adjust them, you can twist them and all that. And you just drill a small hole in the base of your antler and tap that little stud in there, and you can put them in there however you want. Try to make it look like you did, or like that one up there. I got them spread out just because I think it looks cool. It's not really anything, but yeah, I really like that. It's a bone collector product. I guess they're cheap, and I think they look cool. You can set them on the table like so, or they've got holes in the back where you can mount them on the wall Like I've got that one mounted up there, kinda. Mount them however you want to, but this is like about 130-inch buck here. I'm thinking of 4-year-old. I got another shed too. Pretty cool story. I got this shed here. I don't know how well y'all be able to see this, or if you're even watching, but so I found this right shed. Like I said, I was trapping. I found that shed, and then come back the next day, and about 100 yards from where I found that shed was this shed. My dad found this shed, and it's I don't know how well y'all can see it, but that brow tine lines up perfectly. It's the same deer, 100%. The same deer. It's an old shed. It's dirty and all that. And I found it this one Friday evening, and he found this one Saturday morning. It was within 24 hours that he found that one, the older one. The older Trey's on his way. We're gonna have to record another time, but yeah, pretty amazing though that within 24 hours I had found this shed, kind of an area wasn't real familiar with at the time, and found this shed. And Dad found the same buck shed from the year before, with not even 100 yards away, and it was about 200 yards from that I found the other side to the same buck, but from the same year. We got 3 sheds there. That was pretty awesome day. I found those 2, and I found this other match set that same day. This not every day that you come walking out of there with 5 horns, but I found this set, and I had this buck on camera. He's also pushing 130, not quite as big as that deer, but not every day you come out with set with a bunch of horns like that. And I think I found a little 4-point side at the same time, but yeah, I really like those Bone Collector, the Change Up, Big 8 products. Like I said, it's on Amazon, like 25, 30 bucks, I think, so I give for those. And then Trey got one too, and Trey's was he's complaining to me one day, I'm never gonna find a set of sheds. You might as well just have mine. You got more match sets. You can hang them up, and so you might as well take mine. I was like, come on, man. Like you're ever gonna find a match set? It's like, we get out there and look some more. You'll get them. And then this previous shed season here, he found a nice set. And there's a video on that. Y'all go back and watch it. But yeah, he found a dandy of a set, and I was like, well, what I tell you, you know, it just takes patience. It's a lot of walking, you know. I got sheds falling down behind me now, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty proud of all of them that I find. Even some of these little dinks. I got some 1-pointers. A few different little 1-pointers that I found. And I got some 2-pointers. I got some 3-pointers. I got some 4-pointers. I got some 5-pointers. I got, like I said, this one here's got 14 scoreable points on it. All this trash he's got. Pretty stoked when you find something like that. I'll guarantee you that. But pretty stoked when I find all of them. The little dinks and all. A lot of people say that the dinks are the harder ones to find. Those are the real trophies. They're harder to find. I'm like, well, yeah, I think so. I mean, they're a real trophy, but there's a lot more of them around too. I found a few of them, quite a few of them, but I think I got one set that might be a match set. I found them real close to each other, a pair of 2-pointers. So, but I don't know for sure, but I'd like to come up with some more ways of hanging my sheds up too. But yeah, I'm not real sure on I don't know, I kind of got a pile going on down there right now, and I could come up with another tree type thing like this that would. I've got a bunch of skull mounts on, some of my favorite ones, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, like I said, I just enjoy being out there and looking for them, and especially when I can have my dog Rip going with me, and maybe a couple of buddies. Or come here, buddy, Rip, get shed, buddy. Come here, come on, get over here, come on, get up here, come on. Tell everybody what's up. Hey, talk to them. You gonna say nothing? Camera shy, poor guy. But anyhow, that's about all I got for this week. We'll try to get something a little better going on next week, and might talk about scoring deer or something or whatever. If I can get Trey to come down one evening here and record. So, but yep. Y'all don't forget to like the video and subscribe and watch again next week. And I'll try to keep them coming up, every week. Try to put one out every week anyways, but kind of falling behind right now. There's a lot going on lately, but coming in deer season here in a couple months is getting me pretty excited. And a lot of what I've had going on is just watching deer hunting videos. But anyhow, y'all like and subscribe, and I'll try to keep them coming.